Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Kansas City Royals rebuild here on MLB The Show 23. That is right, we are back and it's playoff time. It is playoff baseball, postseason action here in the, what is this, the third season? The fourth season. Last year, we won the World Series, and now we look to defend it, although we are not automatically in the American League Divisional Series. Houston and Boston are in that. We had a very, very frustrating month of September where we lost a bunch of games towards the end that we arguably should not have lost and allowed the Cleveland Guardians to... Did they win the division? Yes, they won the division because we sold in this final game of the year against the Minnesota Twins. We could not beat them. We lost 2-1. And the Guardians also lost their game. They got killed 13-1 by the Padres. If we would have won this game against the Twins, we would have won the division for the second year in a row. Unfortunately, we didn't do it, and as you can see, we are taking on the New York Yankees in the wild card round. It's the best of 3 series, so all we have to do is win 2. It's all 3 at our place, which is nice. If you're curious about stats for the regular season and between all the players, go to the last episode. At the end of it, we took a look at all that stuff, the awards, all the good stuff you care about for regular season stuff. We took a look at all that at the end of last episode. It's postseason time. I've got Brady Singer taking the mound in Game 1. We've moved Roki Sasaki to Game 5, although technically there is no Game 5 in the wild card round. But he's the number 5 pitcher in the rotation, just because I'm not too happy with how he performed this year. He just didn't really perform the way that I hoped he would, and Brady Singer, for most of the year, was in Cy Young conversation. So if there's anybody that I want to take the mound in Game 1, it's Brady Singer. Now, how this works is we do 1 series per video. So this series will be all 3 wildcard games if it comes to that. Hopefully we can sweep them in 2, but if it comes to all 3, then we'll have to do all 3. And I know that it's only potential of 3 games, maybe at the least 2. So it's not going to be a very long episode. You guys can already see what the episode length is already. I don't know what it is yet. But it's not going to be a very long episode regardless of if it's 2 or 3 games. But we will quick manage. We'll do all that stuff, and we'll take game by game and series by series. So if we hopefully win the wild card against the Yankees, we move on to the ALDS in the next episode. If we hopefully beat either the Red Sox or the Astros, whoever we end up getting matched with, it'll be the higher seed. So if the Guardians beat the Rangers, we'll have to play the Red Sox. If the Rangers beat the Guardians, we'll have to play the Astros. So we could play either one. So if we do win the Yankee series and we go on to the ALDS, we'll play one of those teams. If we win one of those, if we win that series, then we'll move on to the ALCS in the episode after that. Then if whoever we play in the ALCS, then we will, if we win the ALCS, you guys get it, we'll go to the World Series. And then if Game 7 of the World Series is what it has to be, then Game 7 will be its own separate video. So there's a potential of 4 videos left to go in the postseason. That's the max we can have because Game 7 will be its own video. But I hope that it doesn't come to that. I hope we can just sweep whoever's in the World Series. I hope we just get to the World Series. But first, we got to get through the wild card against the Yankees. They've got Carlos Rodon going in Game 1, then Jose Barrios. And then if it gets to Game 3, they've got Framber Valdez, who had a pretty good year in terms of win-loss record. This is what we've got. Brady Singer on the mound, Game 1 of the wild card. We arguably shouldn't be in this spot. We shouldn't have lost some of the games we lost, but we're here, and we are taking on the Yankees. At least all 3 are at our stadium, at our ballpark, so that is a nice thing. And we've got our should-have-been Cy Young candidate, Brady Singer, on the mound. We've got this lineup working with us. Everybody's healthy, except for, obviously, Byron Buxton, but we knew he's been out for a couple episodes now. This is the lineup we're rocking with 1 through 9, and we are going to get into this game. Philip Fletcher will lead off for the Yankees, a DH. Don't know who he is. He might have been in one of the... He's either a real player that I just don't know, or he might have been in the very first draft of the series back in year 1. And he's just made it up to the big leagues. I don't know, but he's here, so let's pitch to him. It's a ground out. Good job. And then they got Nick Gordon. He strikes out, and now it's Aaron Judge with a double. O'Neal Cruz with a walk. Brett Batty is up to the plate. Brady Singer's in a dangerous spot here. It's a fielder's choice. Gets out of the game. Gets out of the inning with no damage done. Bo Bichette leads off for us. Strikes out. Carlos Rodon on the mound for the Yankees. De La Cruz singles. Soto singles, first and second. Pasquantino walks. Bases loaded for Smooth Jazz. It's 2 runs scored on the single, and the Royals lead 2-0 in the first inning. A flyout by Morales and a walk by Walter. Bases loaded again, this time for the crafty veteran Salvador. But he strikes out to end the inning. That's a little upsetting, but we got 2 runs. Polanco's up, he strikes out. Josh Bell, pop up. Leody Taveras, he's out as well. Good inning from Brady. Bobby Witt leads off, he strikes out. Bo Bichette grounds out. De La Cruz grounds out, quick inning for us. Austin Wells singles to lead off the third. Fielder's choice by Fletcher. Fly out for Nick Gordon and a fielder's choice by, I think that was Aaron Judge. And now we go bottom 3. Soto leads off, he walks. Pasquantino, runner thrown out, trying to go home, I guess? Or maybe go to third, I don't know, but it was a double. Vinny's on second. A pop-up by Jazz. Morales gets thrown out or something happens, I don't know. No score. No runner scored. Fly out by O'Neal Cruz, Batty strikes out, and Polanco grounds out. Carlos Rodon's energy is starting to go down a little bit. Single by Bobby Witt. An error, first and second. 1 run scored, Ellie De La Cruz with a single. And a ground out by Soto, but we get a 3rd run with the RBI single from Ellie De La Cruz. Josh Bell leads off with a single. A single for Taveras allows Josh Bell to 3rd. Strikeout by Wells. I don't know if it's Austin Wells. 2 runs scored, it's 3-2. Fletcher with a double. 1 run scored, it's tied up. A walk. A double play, inning over, but the Yankees get 3 in the 5th. Well, that's not what I wanted to see. Strikeout by Vinny. Smooth Jazz doubles. Ground out Morales. Walter walks. Salvador strikes out. Do we allow Brady to go 6? He just came off of a 5th inning where he allowed 3 runs. I think we give him the beginning and we see what he can do. He strikes out Batty. Polanco solo homer. Yankees take a 4-3 lead. A walk, and I think it's time to take Brady out. We're going to bring in Genesis Cabrera to relieve him. Strikeout on Taveras. Wells strikes out. Okay, and I would assume they're going to take Rodon out, and they do. They bring in Clark Schmidt. It's 4-3, bottom 6. Strikeout by Bobby Witt. Pop out Bo Bichette. Ground out. Okay, nothing doing in the bottom half of our 6th. Strikeout, walk, strikeout. Okay, perfect. Come on, boys. We're getting late. It is bottom 7. Soto walks. Vinny walks. 1 run scored. We tie it back up. Smooth Jazz with a beautiful single. 4-4. Pitching change. They bring in Ron Mauricio. No, that's not how you say that. Ron Marinaccio. Marinaccio, I think is how you would say that. Marinaccio? Whoever. He's in. And it's 1 run scored. The rookie, Eric Morales, with an RBI single. And we've got runners on first and second again. Walter's up. 1 run scored. Another RBI single. It's 3 in the inning. Salvador Perez, pop up for the first out. Bobby Witt, double play, inning over. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, but we got 3 runs in the inning to give us now a 2-run advantage. We're gonna take out Genesis Cabrera. We're gonna bring in Jordan Romano for the top of the 8th. Pop up, ground out, fly out. Beautifully done. Beautifully done in the setup. We go bottom 8. Jaime Barrera, or is it Jamie Barrera? Barrera? I think it's Jaime, isn't it? I don't remember. Bo Bichette leads off, he strikes out. De La Cruz strikes out. Soto's out as well. Okay, not a good end of the game there, or bottom of the 8th. But we are gonna jump in to save this game. It's 8-9-1 for the Yankees. We're gonna jump in with Camilo Doval and try to get the job done. All right, we have a 92% win expectancy here in the top of the 9th. And we've got our closing pitcher, our stud, at the helm. He does walk Leody Taveras. Austin Wells has got a 1-2 count and a runner on first. He grounds out to Duvall. Throw it, Duvall, to second. 38 speed, double play. Thank God Austin Wells cannot run, because that could have easily been just a fielder's choice. And now it's time for Philip Fletcher with a 1-1 count. And the game on the line here in game 1 of the wild card. He fouls that off, and this could potentially be ball game in Kansas City. It will be. Duvall, Fields, on to first. Royals take game 1. Expertly done. Cabrera gets the W. And the Royals have game 1 of the ALCS. Nope, of the ALWS. No, that wouldn't be it either. It'd be the ALWCS. I got there eventually. Big one there. Singer went 5 1/3, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Smooth Jazz was critical. A double, 3 RBIs, and the Royals take game 1 of the wild card. Camilo Duvall gets the save. Big victory. We held Aaron Judge to just 1 hit. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. We go to game 2. Logan Webb will take the mound for us, and Barrios will take the mound for the Yanks. Back at home again. And this could be the deciding game. Remember, it's only 3 games. So this could, if we win this game, we sweep the Yankees and move on to the ALDS, which is exactly what we want to do. But let's see how Logan Webb does. Pitch, strikeout to Philip Fletcher. A triple from Nick Gordon. A sac fly, RBI for Aaron Judge, and a flyout. So the Yankees lead 1-0 in the top of the first. I was not expecting a triple, that's for sure. Strikeout, nothing doing in the bottom of the first. Come on, Webb. There we go. Good job. Solo homer from Smooth Jazz. He's becoming the most critical piece to this puzzle. I'm so happy we made the trade for him. And Morales doubles right after. A strikeout from Walter. A strikeout from Savvy. And there it is. Bobby Witt with an RBI single. We lead 2-1. Expertly done. Oh, he picked off Tavares. That's awesome. A double from Fletcher. A single from Nick Gordon. And Aaron Judge is at the plate with 2 on. Fly out. Oh, that's so lucky. All right, bottom 3. De La Cruz grounds out. Solo shot from Juan Soto. He finally has arrived. Single from Vinny. A 2-run homer from Smooth Jazz. He's the GOAT. Smooth Jazz is the GOAT. A 2-run shot from Jazz Chisholm. And it's 5-1 Royals. Wow. I cannot believe a 2-run shot from Smooth Jazz. Salvador Perez with a homer. Oh, the bats are alive. The bats are alive here. You love to see it. A pitching change. They pulled Barrios in the bottom of the 4th. Davey Garcia, I think is it Davey Garcia? Double from Vinny allows 2 runs. It is 8-1. Jazz finally cools down, but we lead 8-1 in game 2. And a double play. Logan Webb is cooking. An error on the Walter at bat allows him to reach base. A double play, but Morales is on third. We couldn't do anything with it. We go top 6, and Logan Webb is cooking right now. Double walks. 2 runs scored on the Soto double. He's 3 for 3. Vinny walks. What can Smooth Jazz do? 1 run scored. Give him playoff MVP already. Pitching change. They pull the other bullpen guy, Garcia, and now they bring in Clark Schmidt again. Morales pops out. Ground out for Walter, and a strikeout. That's unfortunate, but hey, we got 3 more runs. It's 11-1. I think we're going to be sweeping the boys in 2 games. Double by Bobby Witt. Strikeout for Bo Bichette. De La Cruz flies out. Soto with a 2-run homer. Juan Soto is 4 for 4 with 2 home runs. He has arrived. 2-run shot by Philip Fletcher. That's a little annoying. I might have to pull Logan Webb here if it gets a little out of hand. Fielder's choice, back-to-back fielder's choice, and a flyout. I think that was Logan Webb's last inning. What an amazing game this has been. We have totally arrived. We're going to bring in Jordan Romano, and we're going to jump in this game and celebrate a wild card victory in 2 games. All right, we got 6, 7, and 8 for the Yanks. Here in the top of the 9th, their season is on the line. They have to score 10 runs to take it to the bottom half of the 9th. Can they do it? Unfortunately, that's not called strike 2. Polanco will stare at a fastball to make it now strike 2. It's a full count. Nobody out. And he strikes out. Polanco swings through the 2-seamer. Romano gets 1. Josh Bell. We know a little bit about him from our Cincinnati Reds series last year. Vinny off the glove. De La Cruz fields. And we still made it happen. That's what you call hitting on all cylinders. The Kansas City Royals cannot be stopped. De La Cruz makes an expert play. That's called spatial awareness, field awareness. And Vinny for the win. Tossing to Romano. Royals take the wild card. We sweep the Yankees in 2 games, and we've got a little bit of a breather before the ALDS. You love to see it. Yankees can't believe it. They had an okay season, but they made it to the DS and got ran into by a buzzsaw. That is the Kansas City Royals, the defending champions. And we can basically put this win on 2 people. Smooth Jazz and Juan Soto carried us to both of these games, especially this one. But Jazz really dominated. He played well in the first game, and he dominated, absolutely dominated this game. And so did Juan Soto. 2 home runs for each of them, 5 RBIs for Soto, 4 for Jazz, and it was just an unbelievable performance. Logan Webb gets the W. Barrios goes 3 2/3, allowing 8 runs. And the Royals get a little bit of a break before the ALDS when we have to figure out if we're taking on... Oh, we're taking on the Red Sox. It's decided for us. All right. So we are taking on the Red Sox, but we get a little bit of a breather. It'll be Royals, Red Sox, Rangers, Astros. The Guardians got swept. Thank God we don't have to play the Guardians. So it'll be Royals, Red Sox, Rangers, Astros, Mets, Dodgers, and Cardinals, Braves over on the NL side. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode will be the ALDS. What a unbelievable 2 games that was. We'll have Freddie Peralta take the mound in game 1 of the ALDS. It's a game to 5. It's a 5-game series, so we have to take 3 of these games. I'm hoping we can sweep them in 3, but we start on the road because we are the lower seed. The Red Sox were the best team in baseball, or at least in the American League. It looks like they had 98 wins. That is good for best in baseball. 98 wins is the best in baseball. Next closest was 97 with the Astros, and then 95 with the Braves, and 95 with the Dodgers. But 98, best team in baseball, is the Red Sox, and we got to go up against them. That's not great, but I think we can do it. We're the rallying Royals. If Smooth Jazz and Juan Soto are playing as good as they can play, they played in the wild card, I think we'll be good to go. We're as good enough to beat anybody. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.